Tomahawk TV News, Montague County's only newscast, coming at you from Nocona High School.
Hello, Montague County. This week we have a great episode prepared for you. First up, Kieran Gibbs has reviewed the classic movie Happy Gilmore.
Welcome to the Movie Dumpster, the segment in Tomahawk TV News, where I, Kieran Gibbs, tell you what's worth seeing and what's not.
Just go home! That's your home! Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
In honor of the 20th anniversary, I have chosen to review one of the funniest movies of the 90s, Adam Sandler's Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore was written by Tim Herlihy and Adam Sandler, and directed by Dennis Dugan. It was released in February of 1996, 1 or 2 years before any of this year's senior class was born. Happy follows its titular character as he attempts to save his grandmother's house from foreclosure after her back taxes threaten to take everything she owns. Happy attempts to do so by playing golf on the PGA Tour, this being a problem because he normally is a hockey player. Happy Gilmore provides some of the most synonymous jokes of the 90s and is another one of Adam Sandler's jewels prior to any of his subpar films. And it also features Ben Stiller in one of his funniest roles as the orderly.
My fingers hurt.
Oh, well, now your back's gonna hurt because you just pulled landscaping duty. Anybody else's fingers hurt?
Happy Gilmore is one of my favorite movies just to pop in and watch on a bad day. If you haven't seen it, I suggest you change that. I give it 5 Tomahawks out of 5. This has been Kieran Gibbs, and thank you for watching.
Thank you for the review, Kieran. Now for your music review with Alex Sampson and Anthony Rodriguez.
Murder March. This month is going to be dedicated to musicians who have been murdered. This week we'll be talking about John Lennon. Lennon was born on October 9, 1940 in Liverpool, England. He was part of one of the most famous bands in the world, the Beatles. But on December 8, 1980, he was killed by a crazed fan named Mark David Chapman in New York City. Now for the top 5 with Alex Sampson.
Bounds.
Ripping through like a missile, ripping through my heart, rob me of this love. Raise your weapon, raise your weapon, and it's over.
story. Alex Perez is here with the Indian Insight of the Week.
Hello, Nocona High School, and welcome to Indian Insight with me, Alex Perez. This week, we talk about something serious that is important to not just the school, but the whole world: the issue of drunk driving. Drunk driving is a serious matter that is not just dangerous to the one drinking, but also to the ones around that person. To get a better grasp of this issue, Nocona High School had a man who had been affected by this and had had his life changed forever: Sean Carter.
Don't you hate how your throat gets dry and you cannot talk?
Sean Carter was a normal man who had a successful modeling career, until one day he lost all of that when he got into a car with a drunk driver. This changed his life forever.
Drunk driving definitely does cause horrible, tragic deaths. It has also left some people, like me, wishing that we were dead at times. My mom used to have a job that allowed her to fly all over the country. After the crash, she quit and now takes care of me 24/7. I thank God every single day because she did that, to care for me. She told you about my injuries. That placed me into this new life. I want to tell you what it has been like since then. I guess while my brain was still foggy, things didn't really matter. But once my mind started working again, and I realized all that I was unable to do, life became a living hell. Here I am, a prisoner of my own body. Maybe I am kind of used to it now, but at first I fought the devil, with many thoughts of suicide. Trouble was, I couldn't figure out how. Not because I didn't want to, but because there was no physical way for me to do it. I thought about filling the bathtub up with water and dropping the toaster in. But what good would that do? I couldn't get myself into the tub. I couldn't carry the toaster into the bathroom or plug it in. For that matter, I couldn't even turn the water on. I couldn't figure out how this could happen to me. Why would God let it happen? I blamed him a lot at first. And then I finally came to grips that my abuse of alcohol was responsible, not God.
Sean Carter is just one of the people that have been affected by drunk drivers. If you have been affected by a drunk driver, feel free to text Sean at the number below. This has been Alex Perez with your Indian Insight, signing off.
Great story, Alex. Next up is Macy Melton with the weather report of the upcoming week.
Hello and welcome back to Tomahawk Weather. After some good rain last week, this week will continue to be slightly cloudy with a small chance for rain every day, especially on Saturday. Temperatures will stay in the lower 70s. The east has been hit by a lot these past few weeks, and the weather has taken a complete turn. After snow, a new storm system is bringing tornadoes. As of Wednesday, there have been 10 confirmed tornadoes and many more on the way. Here are several pictures of the damage thus far. This has been your weekly Tomahawk Weather. Thanks for watching. See you next week.
Thank you, Macy. Recently, the Nocona High School Board voted on the prospect of building a new school. On February 18th, the school board voted on a $1.5 million bond to build a new school and facilities. Dr. Vicki Gearhart said, "We want to provide the best learning environment for our kids that we can provide for the future of Nocona, and this is the best way to do that." This bond will be voted on by the community of Nocona in May to see if it will pass. If this does pass, it will be the first new high school in over 60 years. If the bond passes, it will take place in July and August or late fall. Cole Jackson is up next to bring you the latest sports news nationally and locally in Nocona.
Hello, Nocona High School. I'm Cole Jackson, and welcome to this week's edition of Tomahawk Sports. In local sports news this week, the Indians played their playoff game against Pilot Point and sadly lost, ending the Indians' season. They all played with a lot of heart this season, though, and all of us want to congratulate the Indians on a great season. The district honors for the Lady Indians have come in. Mackenzie Franklin and Emma Meekins made first-team All-District. Kaylin Crow and Jamie Carpenter made second-team All-District. And Mackie Trumbull and Allie Walker made honorable mention All-District. Congratulations to all the Lady Indians honored. In national sports news, the NFL Scouting Combine started last week and will finish up Monday. The Golden State Warriors became the fastest team to reach 50 wins in NBA history. And now here's this week's Sports Insight with Little Jesus.
Alright. Hello, my name is Little Jesus. And I'm here to reflect on one of the best basketball players ever, Kobe Bryant, the Black Mamba. It's no surprise that the Black Mamba is going to retire this year due to several injuries that ruined some of his seasons. Well, I'm pretty sure none of you know why the cool people like me call Kobe Bryant the Black Mamba. Well, let me educate you. He gave himself the nickname to cover up his dark past, and he uses it more like a nickname and then less than an alter ego. Kobe Bryant is ranked on number 3 on my list of top 5. Number 5, Kevin Durant. Number 4, Blake Griffin. Number 3, Kobe Bryant, the Black Mamba. Number 2, Stephen Curry. Number 1, Michael Jordan. Well, that's all I have for you this week. Now I'm gonna salute you like the Black Mamba. All right.
That's it for this week in sports. Once again, I'm Cole Jackson, signing off for Tomahawk Sports.
Thank you for the news, Cole. The Weekly Viral has the newest videos for you to see.
Welcome to the Weekly Viral Review, in which we tell you what has been recently trending on the internet. I'm Connor Barrett.
And I'm Jocelyn Wadlow.
And on YouTube, at David Banner Reactions, posted a video of the 8 worst sports injuries. You know, you better be careful with that word reactions. Fine Brothers are trying to trademark it. Watch out.
Clint Malarchuk was a Canadian ice hockey goaltender for the NHL from 1981 to 1992. He survived a life-threatening injury in 1989 when another player's skate blade sliced his carotid artery and jugular vein, causing immediate massive blood loss. As an opposing team member skated down the rink toward the goal, he was blocked, sending his skate blade flying toward Malarchuk's unprotected neck. As blood started to spurt out onto the ice, all Clint could do was try to keep pressure on the wound. Even the commentators were utterly disgusted at the sight of it, imploring that the cameras turn away from the injured player. Malarchuk lost 1.5 liters of blood, and it took doctors a total of 300 stitches to close the 6-inch wound.
And since Valentine's Day was a couple of weeks ago, here's some adorable fail videos.
At Best Today on Instagram shows us a money of a monkey taking a bath. This was
The Highlight Factory on YouTube shows us some of the best hockey hits ever.
Well, it's too long living in the same old life. Yeah, I feel too cold to live, too young to die. Yeah, well, you walk the line like it's there to choose. Yeah, just forget the wins, it's the best to use. Won't you follow me into the jungle? Ain't no God on my streets, in the heart of the jungle. Won't you follow me into the jungle?
Our adorable animal video of the week comes from Columbus Zoomedia. Gonna wing it from here pretty much, just like every time. So that was it for this weekly viral. Hope you enjoyed it. Newcona High School, you're pretty Googleable at this point, and you're kind of a big deal.
Thank you for the videos, guys. Sabrina Matthews has interviewed the state UIL filmmaking team.
Hello, this is Sabrina Matthews with Tomahawk TV News. Today I will be interviewing Morgan Dyer and Macy Milton. These girls made a documentary this year that made it to state. The documentary is titled No Matter What, and if you haven't seen it, it is available to watch on YouTube. Girls, what does it feel like to be going to state with your first documentary?
It feels pretty cool. Me and Macy are both really excited about it. It was completely unexpected to both of us. We just made it because Mr. Norman asked us to, and it was a good decision to make it.
Did you think it was going to make it this far?
No. We figured that if a few people saw it, then that was good, and we brought awareness to a few people, and it's way bigger than we ever thought it would be.
Morgan, what is the documentary about?
The documentary is about child care and foster care and adoption in the state of Texas. Currently, there are 28,000 children in the state of Texas in foster care, so we decided that that was a pretty pressing issue, and we wanted to make a documentary about that.
Okay, and what gave you the idea in the first place to write it about that?
Earlier this year, Macy and I were privileged to go to the Monte County Child's Fair, which was put on by the Monte County Child Welfare Board. And there we talked to a bunch of adults who have a lot to do with the foster care system in the state of Texas, and it inspired us to make this documentary.
Thank you. And Macy, what was your role in the making of the documentary?
I did the camera work, a lot of it, and we kind of shared mostly everything, so I don't really have a specific job.
And how do you feel about the subject of the documentary?
I love it. I like that we're bringing awareness to something that doesn't have enough people to cover what they need, and it's something that needs a lot of help. So,
thank you. This has been Sabrina Matthews with Tomahawk TV News, coming at you from Newcona High.
Thank you for that, Sabrina, and congratulations to both teams. The narrative and the documentary have had a great run this year. Next up is Zach Boyd and the segment Just Ask Zach.
Hello there, Earthlings, and welcome back to this week's segment of Just Ask Zach. I'm your host, Zach Boyd, and sadly, Connor's back this week. I know. We all didn't really miss him. Our first question comes in from @thegibmeister16 asked, how why you like cats? How why you don't like cats? Huh? Yeah. Our next question comes in from @crabs_16 asked, why are you so white? Why do you talk to clowns in hospitals?
Oh, wow. You're so funny when you use my jokes, Zach.
I couldn't think of anything. What the heck? You didn't have to tell everybody that. Our next question comes in from @Pippylicious15 asked, Zach! Jocelyn!
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 Is she here today?
I don't know.
Who cares?
Yeah. Our next question comes in from @Desi_Ray17 asked, how many gnomes does it take to fix a light bulb? You know, I have no idea. Jocelyn, get out of here.
Jocelyn, you're late. We don't love you anymore.
We're recording. What did you want? Go.
Get out. Get out.
Let me rephrase that question. Our next question comes in from @Desi_Ray17 asked, how many gnomes does it take to fix a light bulb? I have no idea.
Yeah, we got the joke the first time, Zach. It wasn't funny either of them. I hate you so much.
Alrighty. Our last question comes in from @BradenSkinner asked, how many girls do you pick up daily?
It's probably in the negatives, right?
It's like negative 23? Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. But that's it for this week's segment of Just Ask Zach. Please send in more questions at #JustAskZach on Twitter. And I'll see you next week, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Zach. Dylan Parker and Austin Waters have the video game segment of the week.
Hello, I'm Dylan, and welcome to this week's edition of Tomahawk Gaming News. This week we will be reviewing Batman Arkham Knight. This game is rated M for mature, so if you are not 17 years or older, you need to ask your parents for permission before buying and playing the game. Batman Arkham Knight allows you to take control of the iconic superhero Batman. You will play as Batman and move around Gotham stopping crime after Scarecrow threatens the city with a chemical weapon. The city is evacuated and all that stays is the GCPD, criminals, and Batman. It is up to you to find Scarecrow and stop the crime throughout Gotham. You will have many tools at your disposal like the Batmobile, batarangs, grappling hooks, and much more. You will have to stop many different enemies like common criminals to tanks and to bosses. And you have to try and save the city from all these to bring peace back to Gotham. Now for gaming news. Halo 5 had an update that teased towards a future update last week that went towards a firefight mode and much more content later this year. There was also a possible leak of new Pokemon games to come out. That's it for this week. Check back next week for everything to do with gaming.
Thank you for the review, guys. Next up, Nye Blevins and Emily Flores have their fashion story for the week.
Welcome to this week's segment of MLG, Make It Look Gucci. Starting off with our first category, Gucci. First on our list is Kendall Jenner. Now this outfit matches well together, but could be more fitted to flatter her figure.
You're right.
Next up is Jessica Alba. Black accessories to match a gray and white short V dress is super adorable.
Agreed.
Once again on our Gucci list is my personal favorite, Kylie Jenner. Leather pants with neon colors really makes this outfit.
I like her purse.
Same. Next up is Victoria Beckham. Now for anyone else, this pattern would be really difficult to wear, but on her it looks fantastic.
It's an interesting design that she pulls off really well.
Now our Gucci Guilty category. First on our list is Emma Roberts. Now I'm all about girl power, but I don't think I'd support it on my shirt.
Did your Nana knit that shirt for you?
Next up is Ellie Goulding. I'm getting a "this is my first rodeo" vibe from this outfit.
You can't take different material of clothing and expect it all to match.
Preach.
Now is Lady Gaga. She looks like she was hit by a bus and then just threw on a sequin jacket.
Now I know we're focused on Gaga, but what is Bieber's jacket?
That's all for this week, and remember, you know who you are. Dress classy, not trashy.
Thank you for the stories, girls. To close the show, Dale is here with his love advice.
Yeah, it's Dale with the Dale Show. Oh, howdy, y'all. This here's Dale. Now I'm here to show y'all a little something about Bob's lawn tractor here. I'm going to tune up for him. I want to give y'all a little demonstration of how you get on it, make it go vroom, vroom down the road real nice like. Now this here's a little bit of a junker. You can see you got the dang stuff holding it down. You got the ratchet straps all over the place. Man, you got to do just about everything. But I'm going to teach you how you make them go fast right here. Now, them dang manufacturers, they want you to think that these suckers need all that crap that they put on it. Let me show you something right here. Yeah, yeah. That right there, you don't need that. You don't need that. Now, you take that off right there, you get to that air filter like that. You get one of them. You just got to spray some of that stuff up in there just like that. Get her purring real nice like. Okay, we don't need that no more. Hold on. Let me get down here. Oh yeah, Bob's gonna be real happy with this right here, boys. I tell you what. I don't know if he deserves my help after what he did. I don't know if I mentioned to y'all, but Bob's a mailman. He took Luann from me. And, you know, it hurt. But I told Bob, you know, I'll help him out here. But I don't know, man. I don't know if I should. I don't know if I should. That's gasoline. Now let me get some of this right here. Let me make sure she's got enough go-go fluid in her. Hold on, boys. Let me get it right now. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it right there. All right, let me pour a little bit of this in there. Tell you what, once I get this sucker rolling, you ain't gonna believe this is Bob's lawn tractor. Hold on here. You gotta get all up in here. Get her in the hole. Yeah. Yeah. Whew. I was thirsty. Tell you what. All right. Now let me get back to what I was doing over here. Let me get my trusty screwdriver down here. Now you got all these wires in here. You gotta get these wires and you gotta just fiddle with them a little bit. They got that governor on it. You got that governor. So what you want to do is, if you can, get back there to them and just snip them. Because basically it's just stupid stuff like the brakes and, you know, stuff you don't need. Lights, turning signals. Some lawn tractors have turning signals, believe it or not. Yeah. Ah. 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 Got it. It's here about where the manufacturers put this in your lawn tractor. It's basically to slow you down, you know, so your blade don't go as fast and your wheels don't turn as fast. It's here. That's what I think about that. You don't need none of that. Let me tell you something. You got to get these distributors and these pistons firing on all 4 cylinders, because if you don't get them all firing right, then you're going to have yourself a lawn tractor like one of the maintenance crews got, and it's only going about 2 miles an hour. And me personally, I like going about 100. And you don't need that kind of stuff because that's just safety precautions. You want to go fast. So basically, you get down in here, you know, get back there to that battery, do all the old twisting and nicks and crannies you can get. Okay. Now that I've done that, I can teach you just about anything you want to know about one of these lawn tractors. You know, one of my buddies, he started talking down to me because he's got one of them fancy jobs at the dang McDonald's. One of them high-end corporate jobs, you know. And I was like, you know what? So be it. You get to work in the air conditioning building and make big bucks. But I'll tell you what I get to do. I get to be beside the lawn tractor. I get to be in front of the lawn tractor. I get to be inside the lawn tractor. I get to be behind the lawn tractor. I get to be underneath the lawn tractor. And what do you get to be? Behind one counter. And I tell you what, you know, it's just stupid stuff like that. I chose this, all right? I chose this, and I'm pretty good at it. Let me tell you what, I can make this lawnmower go faster than any lawnmower you ever seen in your life. Whoa! Yeah! she'll be going 0 to 100 in like 3 minutes. Yeah, it's crazy. Now, let me tell you something. Hold on. Let me get my tools out of my way here. Whenever you straddle a lawn tractor after you just get done juicing her up, it's like no other feeling. You get on it and you just let her know. She's a purring kitten. She's a purring kitten and you're the steerer. You drive that sucker like it's your first date. Let me get my race gloves on. Whenever Dale turns up a lawnmower, sometimes there ain't no going back. Now watch and learn. Woo! Listen to that baby purr! Anyways, I think that's about all the tune-ups. You know, I don't know. Oh, son of a biscuit eater! Oh, I cut my dang finger! Oh, goodness gracious! Oh, goodness gracious! Oh, howdy. This year's first date with Dale. What you gonna do is you gonna take your rag and you gonna wrap it around your finger like that, just like that. And you want to get it secure so your blood don't seep out of it. Then you're going to take your tape and you're going to get it on there just like that. And you're going to, oh shoot dog, shoot. Hold on. You're going to do it like that. Yeah, just like that right there. You're going to get your tape just like that and you're going to give her a wrap around. Just like that. Oh. By the way, it's just your base for it, just like that, just your base. So basically, and you're gonna take your dang bungee and go from right there, just like that. And you're gonna, it's kind of hard, I ain't got Luann with me here right now. Just like that, and like that one more time. And then you just gonna, somewhere along the lines like that right there. And then just to make sure nothing happens to it, when you go back to working on your lawn tractor, you're going to take this, pretty sure zip tie. Tell you what, you can fix just about anything with a zip tie, a little bit of duct tape and a rag, and you're going to cinch her down like that. Just like right there. Ain't nothing happening to your fingernail. You're all doctored up and ready to go. Life in the fast lane!
Thank you, Dale. Have a good week, Montague County, and we will see you back next time.
Tomahawk TV News, Montague County's only newscast, coming at you from Nocona High School.